Welcome to the channel Professor Davinci. Data collection. The demand of data insights are increasingly exponentially. We can say that as we see the demand for a data insight increasing exponentially, and more industries are looking to adopt data science. Okay, so as a result, the data engineer need to collect large volume of structured data and unstructured data, or also semi-structured data. So due to the tremendous increase in data science, the industries or companies, they're looking to analyze the data what we have, So due to this large volume, okay, so this large volume of data can be divided into three categories. One is structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. Okay, right? So this data is subsequently used. So whatever the data we have collected, all those data is used for data analysis and visualization. Used for data analysis and visualization. Okay, right? So sometimes the data may get from where we get the data. We get the data from a single source, or we can get the data from multi-source. Okay, so this is just an introduction to data collection. So due to the enormous increasing production of data, or generating the data, the computer engineers or the data engineers are pushed to analyze the data for finding the insights or business intelligence, what is hidden patterns in the data. And moreover, this large volume of data may be in a structured format, structured data, unstructured data, or even a semi-structured data. These all three types of data what we have collected is used for data analysis and visualization. So sometimes the data may get from single source, or we may get from a multiple source. Okay, so this is just the introduction of data collection. Now we will see the definition for data collection. What is the definition? The method of gathering data for calculating and analyzing reliable insights is known as data collection, which is done using standard validated techniques. So what is the standard validated technique? We'll look this topic in a future video. A researcher or a scientist works based on the collected data. So obviously their data scientists work on the collected data, and data collection is the primary and essential step in most cases. The approach of data collection varies domain to domain or field to field. So there are multiple ways of collecting the data. For example, if you take this survey of say around I need to calculate the temperature of some cities. Okay, so for example, if we survey the temperature of some cities worldwide on the same day, the first important step would be to collect the data on temperature for many towns or cities. Let us assume we have recorded the temperature of some cities. For example, New York, the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, and London, say 7 degrees Celsius, Paris, say around 9 degrees Celsius, Dubai around 24 degrees Celsius, and Tokyo 6 degrees Celsius. So this is the temperature what we have collected for various cities. So now this data can be used for visualization. So we can plot the graph, or we can do the analysis and we can predict. Now that we have seen the primary data, so this is the primary data collection and visualization. So I have collected data of various city temperature, and I have plotted in a graph. Either I can plot this one in a line graph or a bar graph. I can plot as a bar graph. So this is the primary data, and we have visualized. Okay, so this is the simple example of a data collection. And the next topic we would like, I would like to say about variables. A variable is an attribute of an object of study that may vary from case to case. Thus, a variable varies for different case studies in research. Considering the previous example of the temperature of some cities worldwide on the same day, the variable are here the two variables we have used. One is the first variable is city, and the second variable is temperature. In short, I can say temp. Okay, temperature. It is temperature. So because both are variables, but they do vary. For example, the city first variable holds the value New York. The second variable holds the value London. Third, Paris, Dubai, and Tokyo. And the variable two, so I can say this as a variable 1 and this as a variable 2. Now the variable 2 holds the first value as a 0, 7, 9, 24 and 6 degrees Celsius. So the variable is an attribute which keep changes. The value of the variable keep changes. Okay, right? And then we have the variable. This is the variable we have to. So in general variable are two types. One is numerical variable and another one is categorical. Okay, numerical variable. The second one is categorical variable. So what is numeric variable? Numerical variable represent the values that have numbers. So numerical variable means that have numbers. For example, age, temperature, weight, height. So all we express those in a numbers. Okay, that is called a numerical variable. And the second type is categorical. So categorical variable are the examples like the variable represent the values that have words. For example, name, nationality, sports, country name. Okay, so these are all the categorical. In our previous example, this is our previous example, the temperature is a numerical variable and the city name is a categorical variable. Clear? So these are the two types of variable. And then the topic is type of data. So type of data, here data can be broadly divided into two categories. One is I can say one is quantitative data, and the second is qualitative data. Okay, so quantitative data meaning we cannot measure. Qualitative means no, I'm just putting in a wrong way. Oh God. So qualitative data cannot be measured, and the quantitative data can be measured. For example, the qualitative data means the picture, taste, smell, character we cannot express. Okay, so this is the qualitative. Quantitative we can express, we can measure. Example, the numbers, whatever number used, the length, width, height, volume, or any other statistical data are all in a quantitative. Okay, now quantitative data or numbers or values that can be measured. For example, the number of times a product has been searched on the internet, or the number of items sold per month. Okay, these are all the quantitative. Qualitative, on the other hand, qualitative means the data is subjective. For example, a traveler's review on hotel or customer service feedback given by the customer after a telephone conversation or by any means. These data helps to understand the experience in depth. So this is the qualitative data. Then how these data will be collected? Then we need to go for sources of data. What is the source of data? Now, data source can be classified into categories: primary data, and the second is secondary data. What is the primary data? Primary data means, for example, these represents the source created to collect the data for analysis. For example, survey, interview, questionnaire, and the combined feedback form. All of that directly we are just what are the data we are collecting directly are all called primary data. And the secondary data at times data are already recorded. Okay, so you take any point of time, if the data is already recorded for some other purpose but then reused for analysis, these are secondary data source. Okay, they include internal transactions, database transaction, sensor data, etc. Are all moreover the social media data tracking, web traffic tracking, satellite data tracking are all the example of secondary data. Clear? Okay, see you, bye bye, have a great day.